I already told about myself and just speaking myself, Amar Singh, and having 24 years of experience in project management as well as in service delivery. Right now, I'm working as a AVP in one of the fintech organization, Transaction Solution International, and I have done PMP, CSM, ITL, some more certification I have done. Okay. Today, I am happy that I am part of this seminar. All of you are the seasoned professional. But you are very much aware about the leadership and leaders also. Still, I have chosen this topic because I also want to gain something from you in this session. Okay? Let us start. Now we are going to start. What is leadership? Can anyone tell me? What is leadership? Anyone who can inspire, who can motivate to others to do a task. Person is leader. All of us are the leader in our daily life, in our offices, in our workplace. When we are going for the shopping and other things, we are leaders there also. Leader who can inspire, who can motivate, who can lead a group towards a common goal. Anyone can be leader. Anyone means anyone. Even one 5-year-old kid can be a leader. It's not a matter of experience, how much experience we are having. We can learn from anyone. Anyone can be leader. Inspire, motivate, or guide a group of pupils to a common goal. Just like we are knowing one of the best leaders, Mahatma Gandhi, who motivated the entire country to get the freedom without any violence. Mother Teresa. In today's life, we can say Warren Buffett. All are the leaders. Most of the leadership aspects are there covered in this movie. Setting a goal, motivation, learning, feedback, never give up, and celebration, spirit, team spirit. Everything covered here. It's good example. Some more examples are there, so that all we can share in future. These are some of the aspects which one good leader should be having, like vision. What we want to do in future, what is the timeline, when we are going to achieve it. All these things to how we are to communicate to others, so that everyone should be updated. There is difference between leadership and manager. We'll discuss in next slide, but right now we have to cover here. Clear vision. We should be focused. That is one aspect. Another aspect. Communication. Communication gap should not be there. What we are telling, what we want to tell to others, what the information we want to give to others. Whether another party or another person, another entity is taking the same meaning what we are telling. Interpretation is correct or not. That we have to take care as a good leader. Influence. How to influence others. How they will follow you. That's another aspect. innovation. How to do the things. It's not like that ki we have set one process, we are going by that only. Because managers are doing that, but leaders challenge the status quo. While managers are maintaining the status quo. With the innovation, any leader can challenge the status quo. No, this thing can be done in this way also. It will save time, it will save manpower, it will save resources, everything can be saved. Because ultimately time is very much precious. If we are able to save time by and achieving the same goals, so that is perfect. Empathy. Leaders should be having the empathy. They should be understanding feelings of others. In our project management, all of you are knowing nowadays, servant leadership. Servant leadership is one of the important characteristics of today's project management. Or we can say emotional intelligence. We have to understand others also. Not like that we have passed on the information and we pass on the instruction, others have to follow. No. We have to understand how they will do. Krishna. Ability to inspire, motivate, we have covered. Integrity is very much important for all of us. We should be transparent, crystal clear. It's part of the integrity. Creativity, innovation, almost the same thing. We should be having creative ideas. Accountability. We have seen in the video how that person called Bhuvan is taking the accountability. Not like that, if failure is there, it's team failure. No, as a leader, we have to take the accountability. If our failure, we will correct it. If good thing happened, it's teamwork. If failure happened, means something missing the leadership. We have to take the accountability and recover from that. Correct it. Adaptability. We should be agile. We should be ready to accept the challenges. We should be ready to accept the changes. We should not be having resistance for the change. One good leader having the adaptability. Emotional intelligence, empathy, I have already been covered. We should be knowing feeling of others, what they are feeling in terms of working, in terms of projects, in terms of the tasks which we have assigned to them. Decision making. It's another major factor for a leader. Decision making. How fast we are taking a decision, that matters. Right time, right place, right decision will lead to a right project closure. Achievements. If we require to take some decision today, we are taking tomorrow. Might be not having any meaning. Decision is one of the major factor aspect. Any question on this? Anyone? I know all of you are a good leader, but certainly something comes into your mind, you can ask. Because because leadership is most and most important for any of the project. It might be smaller, it might be short tenure, it might be longer tenure. Now we'll cover leader versus manager. As I told, leaders are setting the process. Managers are following the process. Leaders are challenging the status quo. Managers are maintaining the status quo. Management is about pursuing one of the good quote of the Steve Jobs. Management is about pursuing people about to do things they do not want to do. While leadership is about inspiring people to do things they never thought. Here I am having a question to all of you. When you in morning when you wake up, what comes in your mind? आप लोगों के दिमाग में एक चीज आती है कि बोली उठती अरे यार आज फिर ऑफिस जाना है. आई थिंक सबके दिमाग में आता होगा आज फिर ऑफिस जाना है. हाउ मेनी पीपल्स आर थिंकिंग I'm getting late to office. I will have to reach the office. I will have to do this task. There is difference between two things. One is करना है. Second thing, I will do it. Definitely, something in your office which will motivate you to go to office. Might be your leader who is inspiring you. Might be your job profiles, might be your internal feelings, your interest. Same thing, it was management about pursuing people about to do things they do not want to do. We do not want to do, but we have to do. That is managerial task. But by heart, we want to do. That is aspect of a leader who is motivating people to come to office and complete a task instead of forcing them to come to office and complete a task. Have mission to accomplish. Some mission is in mind of the leader. While what manager is doing? What the mission set by the leader, goal set by the leader, is trying to achieve that goal. Challenge status quo and maintaining status quo, which we have already been discussed. Unique, mimic the competitor. Unique means what the leader is doing, that should be unique across all. That is unique thing, unique idea, unique concept. While manager, what they are doing, they are following the leader or their competitor to complete a task. They are doing, I will also do the same. Leader take risk, manager avoid risk. Any leader ready to take any risk. If we know if we will succeed, the benefits are more than that risk. High risk, high gain. But managers are avoiding risk. They do not want to take any risk. Every time they want to learn adaptability, everything is a good aspect of the leader. Perfect existed a proven skill. What the manager is doing, they are applying their skill set to complete a task. While leaders are doing, learning new things. Those things are not part of their skill, but they are improving their skill by learning. While managers are applying their skill to complete a task. Build relationship and focus on goal objective. Build relationship means I told you in morning when we wake up, think office जाना है. If good leader is there, office जाना है. Both the things are same. But our mindset get changed. Why? Because leaders have the bonding with them. We are saying, yes, he's my manager or my leader. I have to complete task because he have assigned or she have assigned. Same way, focus on goal oriented. Managers are goal oriented. Not they are pushing the team. This much target you have to complete by evening. This should be perfect. No quality error should be there. This is the way of the manager. While leader, what they are doing? You have to complete this task. Now that another person is knowing how much he has to do by EOD because some target dates are there. Everyone doing, they have to complete. We don't have to set a goal. They are setting their goal at home because of the leader. Bring out intangible results. We should be knowing acronym of SMART. Specific, measurable, achievable. Sorry, I forgot. And realistic and time bound. Managers are working on the SMART goals. Time is fixed, and every result of manager is miserable. But what the leaders are doing, that cannot be measured. Intangible. Importance of leadership. All of things we have already covered. Leader establish a clear vision. Vision we have discussed. So communicate the same vision to others. Crystal clear communication. What we are telling, what other is understanding. We should be on the same page. I think it's replicate in 12. Conflict. Yes, this is one of the major thing. Conflict. If team is not working together, we cannot achieve any goal. If conflict between team, we cannot achieve anything. Conflict resolution means if anything wrong happened, leader should involve himself or herself to get it resolved immediately so that again team is on the same page. Anyone knows some techniques of conflict management? Anyone? There are 5 major techniques, and I will discuss only one major technique which is useful for the project management and adopted by all major leaders. That is called issue resolution. Issue resolution is a win-win technique. All other techniques are working in different situations. But a good leader always going for the resolution, not going for the avoid, not going for the compromise, not going for the direct, but issue resolution. So that we have killed the cause. But the root cause we kill. So that all team members will be on the same page. All good leaders are going for this only. Sometimes it's required to go for the direct method, or we have to require for the smoothing or compromise. But in all things, something we are losing, something we are winning. But in issue resolution, always will win. how to utilize the budgets and other things in efficient way. Managers are also doing the same thing, but leaders are setting how to utilize. Managers are knowing how much budget is there, in which activity, how much is to be utilized. But leaders are setting how to utilize in the efficient way. This is the importance of the leader. These are some of the functions. All of the things we have already been covered: motivating employees, developing and protecting organization culture, delegating authority, delegation. Yes. एक हिंदी में कहावत है कि हम हनुमान जी नहीं बन सकते कि पूरा पहाड़ उठा के ले आए. If we will start working everything at our own, our mind will be diverted and actual focus and to think you as a leader, that will be missed. We have to believe on our subordinate or our team members or our group. We have to delegate the work. If we are not delegating, we are trying to do everything at our own. दिन में घंटे वही 24 हैं. We have to complete tasks. We have to take rest. We have to get time to family. Everyone, not all team members. Delegating the work in the efficient manner is the function of the leaders. Managing organization shows the attention, needs, and expectation of subordinates. It's falls under emotional intelligence, influencing, promoting creativity. We have covered planning and organizing tasks, developing skills for employees, learning we have covered. We are not giving any task to anyone because he is not knowing how to work for that particular task. But it is responsibility of a good leader to enhance their skills. That is part of the learning process. Interacting with the body and resolving their problems. Yes, everything. Any question? Any query comes in your mind? It should be interactive session.
Not as a query, but I think one common mistake what I have seen during delegation is you always delegate the task or responsibility of doing the task. You never delegate the accountability for it basically. When that is mismatched or mixed, then you may have a disaster.
Yes, because accountability is one of the major factors. First or second slide I have already been covered. Accountability. Yes, we have to give a delegation along with the accountability up to that point which we for a task which we have assigned. But ultimately, accountability of the leader for the failures, for the good things, definitely. Because team is doing, that's why we are here. If any failure happens, means we are not guided a team in a proper way. Something missing in our leadership. So you are absolutely right. Accountability for the task which we have assigned to that person, that should be there because he is also a leader. That person is also a leader for that particular task. So he has to take accountability in case of the failure. Because I told initially, everyone is a leader. Even 5-year-old kid can be a leader. He knowing a 5-year-old just any newborn child, he or she also a good leader. Because God gifted them to attract others to complete their task. एक छोटा बच्चा होता है उसको भूख लगती है होता है गॉड ने तो गिफ्ट दिया कि at what time what action is to be taken. That is also यानी कि aspect of the leader. Here I am covering some of the famous leaders. I think most of the names all of us are knowing. Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Warren Buffett, Mother Teresa, Winston Churchill, Indira Nooyi, Martin Luther. These are some of the names. So many examples are there. These are some of the names. We can distribute the work accordingly. There is a technique called SWOT: strength, weakness, opportunity, and so we can use that for the not for the organization. We can use SWOT technique for the persons also. Ki what is the strength of that person? What the opportunity we can grab from that strength? We can assign a task accordingly to those pupils. This is a skill of the leader. Suppose myself is good in analytics. Another one is good in operations. We can distribute tasks accordingly. But at all point it cannot be. But some point of time we have to do that. So that project will run in a smooth way. In agile team, we are knowing we are having a group of pupils, 8 or 9. Someone is a code developer, someone is a tester, good in testing. So same way we have to distribute a task, and we have to utilize the efficiently strength of those pupils.
Resilience and authenticity, these are the two, what we say, I wanted insight on that from your side.
Resilience.
Yeah, resilience.
Yeah, resilience means ki if problem occurs, how fast we can back to the original shape. Okay. So this is also a characteristic of a good leader, ki how to guide a team to come out from the situational issues. That is resilience.
I have one question.
I think another point is authenticity. Authenticity, you can say ki integrity, authenticity. How the correct information we are giving, what the information we are giving, that is how much having the integrity of that information. So that falls under authenticity.
One more question is there.
So my question is, several times whenever we talk about leadership, we hear that leader is different than manager, blah 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 blah. My concern here is, where does authority come into picture? Because see, a leader is a person who takes initiatives. A leader is a person who is willing to motivate himself and others. The question is, if the person who is willing to take initiative does not have authority, he may not be able to succeed in what he wants to achieve. Again, that's something which I am in impression of. I might be wrong, and that is where I want to have some clarity. Where, because as I think somebody had mentioned, that accountability in terms of delegation, accountability is required. But what about authority? Because if you give anybody some responsibility and accountability without the authority to take decisions or without the authority to have any kind of impact, that itself moves the point of leadership. Again, that is my perspective. I would like to have some guidance on that. That what are your thoughts in that regards?
Actually, it's not mandate leaders having the authority, because they are not. They might not be authorized for that particular task or particular activity. They are inspiring others. Managers are having authority. You have to do this task, you have to do this task, you are accountable for this. But leaders might not be having the authority, but with their thoughts, they can inspire others to follow. This is a major difference between a leader and manager. Leaders are having followers, managers having subordinates. So I think leaders, as you told, from where authority comes. Who has given the authority to Mahatma Gandhi to take a leadership tour without violence to get the freedom? No one. He was having the followers. Followers have authorized them. You have to take the leadership. So there are authority and leadership are two different aspects in certain situations. In certain situations, definitely managers and leaders may be the same person. But it's not mandatory every time leaders have the authority. If you are having followers, so automatically you will get the authority. I give the example of Mahatma Gandhi. When a person believes you are right, so they will encourage you to do this stuff. So
now I request Gunjan to felicitate Amar sir. Thank you for the Insight seminar on leadership in project management. Your expertise was truly valuable and appreciated. Thank you, sir.